I must be one of the last few persons alive who have a memory of Rabindra Nath Tagore personally. It goes back to around 1937-38, when I was 7 or 8 years old. I accompanied my mama Amal home, and the gentleman whom I was told was called Nolini Babu, to Rabindra Nath Tagore, who was then staying at the Indian Statistical Institute residence of Prasanto Chandra and Rani Mahalanobish. It was a very bright morning, I remember. When we arrived there, Professor Prasanto Mahalanobish was not present. There was a lady who was there, turned out to be Rani Mahalanobish, better known as Nirmal Kumari Mahalanobish. And my mama asked me to touch Rabindranath's feet, which I did. He was sitting on a planter's chair, as they called them in the old days. It was winter time, and he had a warm chadar, shawl kind of thing, covering from his feet to his neck. And there was a gentleman, Rabindranath's feet were on a mola, and on another mola a gentleman was sitting. He was gripping Rabindranath's feet in his hands. All I remember was that the gentleman was not a particularly handsome gentleman. Anyway, Rabindranath was told that I was Beena's son, that was my mother's name, and he asked me if I was older or younger than Amalina, my mama's daughter. I was quite upset at the old man presuming that I could be Amalina's younger cousin. So I said, no, she's younger to me and she calls me a Dada. So Tagore said, oh, I'm much impressed, and then told Rani, please take Khoka to the next room and give him sweets. I was taken to the next room and given the largest Rasgulla I've ever had. It must have been a big Rajbhog. After I came back to the room, Rani Mahalanobish and I were sitting on a divan. My uncle was sitting on another mola. So was Nolini Babu. And I remember the conversation between Rabindranath and Nolini Babu, who incidentally later turned out to be Sri Nolini Ranjan Sarkar, later a minister of the West Bengal government. So Tagore asked him what he could do for him, what had brought him to see him. So Nolini Babu said that he had just constructed a house on Lower Circular Road, as it was known then. Now it's called Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose Road. And he said he requested Tagore to give a name for his house. Tagore said, well, Nolini Ranjan, Ami tomar badin naam dilam Ranjani. I give the name Ranjani to your house. That house today is next to Gasper's petrol pump on Acharya J.C. Bose Road, and is now the office of the DC Security Control in Calcutta. So I don't remember much thereafter. We all came back, and many years later I asked my mama who that gentleman was who was gripping Rabindranath's feet. Dark complexioned gentleman, and as I have said, not particularly handsome. My mama thought for a while and said, oh, that was Humayun. In other words, it was Humayun Kabir. So in one morning I got the company of several great men, Humayun Kabir, Nolini Sarkar, Rani Mahalanobish, and of course Rabindranath Tagore. And the memory is still very fresh. Unfortunately, I don't remember much more about the day. But I remember him as a person with very fair complexion, reddish, absolutely like a European, and spoke very quietly and not very loudly. And everyone, of course, had their ears pricked to hear what the old man was saying. And he struck me as a very saintly person. That is all the memory I have of the day.